Helldivers 2 was the most played game of the year. It did the impossible, the most epic fights and massive bosses, and a lot of crazy broken physics. This game has reached beyond what people expected. Over thousands and thousands of people played Helldivers 2 each day, every hour, and it's getting crazy numbers. But what actually happened to Helldivers 2? Let's take a deep dive. PlayStation was forcing players to make a PSN account to even play Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 gets delisted in more countries without PSN access. Blindsided devs call it for it to be available worldwide. Helldivers 2 is still being removed from sale on Steam in more countries, even after publisher Sony Interactive Entertainment CIE scrapped its hugely controversial PSN mandate. The CIE previously attempted to force Helldivers 2 PC players to link to an active PlayStation Network account months after launch, leading to its mass review bombing campaign and Steam dislistment in over 170 countries without PSN coverage. Sony eventually scrapped a mandate, keeping account linking as a simple option, but the year's biggest shooter is still being restricted in more countries. Helldivers 2 has more been pulled from Steam in 3 other countries lacking PSN coverage. According to listing on Steam database, it's unclear if existing Helldivers 2 owners in those countries can still play those games. We got another review here on Helldivers 2 on Steam. It says, "What the fuck, Sony? Game is genuinely amazing with devs that actually respond. The publisher is questionable. PSN account required may have gotten removed, but Helldivers 2 from 180 countries can't purchase/play the game. Wild how a game can have so many things going for it, but it's solely held back by its publisher. I'll try to keep this updated with any relevant info, but apologies if I get anything wrong. Godspeed, divers." This one is for the fallen who can no longer join us. Don't hate the devs, give them ammo to change the things as our founding fathers intended. The PlayStation changing review scores nukes the rating, so I'll leave this a thumbs up for now so people can see, and because had it not been for the publisher, everything would have been fine. Be on the lookout for Sony's lack of a response this weekend. And little do they know, they actually did respond with all the feedback going on. On May 6th, 2024, PlayStation tweeted out saying, "Helldivers fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May 6th update, which have required Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for new players for current players beginning May 30th, will not be moving forward. We're still leaning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on future plans." Other games have done this with previous titles. Some games allow you to sign in into the game as a guest. We'll link your account with an existing account to keep your progress while switching to a different platform. For an example, when I play Apex Legend, it's required me to sign into an EA account. This gives it a better way to save that progress or friends list from in-game level to move that progress to a different platform to make it easier for cross progression and crossplay for moving to multiple platforms. Fortnite also does the same thing with Epic Games. If you play on Xbox or PlayStation, you have those options to sign into an Epic Games with your Xbox or PlayStation, then have other options to connect in multiple accounts into Epic Games. And hopefully it doesn't seem confusing at all, because it's very confusing. It's like if you want to play a game and you're required to sign into like a third party website to get access to that game, it's just very obnoxious. And if it's blocked in some countries, you're pretty much screwed, and you're pretty much blocked of trying to play that specific game because you're locked behind trying to sign into a different website that's required you to sign into this game. And the reason why this is a problem, because if you're playing on PlayStation, if you're playing Helldivers 2, you already signed in with a PSN account, obviously. But if you were to play a game on Steam, you would just buy it and play it. But for Helldivers 2, once purchased on Steam, it would require you to sign into a PlayStation account on Steam. For this case, it would be blocked in some countries. Since PlayStation reversed it, people have access to Helldivers 2 on Steam from those specific countries that's been blocked. Some countries have different rules and agreements, especially for video games. PlayStation reversed this, but it's still blocked in some countries. I say some, but it's more than 180 countries, which is a ridiculous number. It's only happening to the PlayStation exclusive titles that's been approved to be on Steam. There's usually an agreement after an exclusive title release for PlayStation, it will be released on Steam. Helldivers 2 is PlayStation's fastest selling game of all time, with over 12 million copies sold in 12 weeks. Speaking during an investor call, Sony said Arrow's head PlayStation 5 and PC live service shooter far exceeded its expectations, hitting the impressive sales milestones on May 5th of 2024. Store. Helldivers 2 beats out Sunny Santa Monica's God of War Ragnarok, which hit 11 million copies 75 days after launching across PlayStation 4 and PS5 in November of 2022. Helldivers 2 launched on PC and PS5 at the same time with cross-play fueling its co-op PvE action. Sunny said Helldivers 2 is the company's biggest PC hit title to date, and as a multi-platform title, it also contributed significantly to sales and profit last quarter. You play as a Helldiver who fights against alien robots and bugs across a number of players as part of the Galactic War, with Arrow's head pulling the strings alongside with regular release of premium war bonds that add new weapons and gear to the mix. Helldivers 2, which launched priced of $39.99, which is like $40, saw an explosion in popularity that intentionally caused significant server problems. As Arrowhead worked to fix the launch issues, player numbers continued to grow, with Helldivers 2 becoming one of the most played games on Steam, with a peak of 458,709, almost 500,000 concurrents. Sunny does not divulge PS5's concurrent player numbers, but since then, Arrowhead has butted heads with Sunny over the Helldivers 2 IP owners and publisher decisions to force PC players to link their accounts to PlayStation Network in order to continue playing. Sunny eventually backed down, although not being a Steam review bombing campaign that looks set to become a inspiration for a new in-game cape. Yes. So it looks like Helldivers 2 will be releasing a cape that's depending on the Helldivers 2 reviews and on the player base. That's pretty badass. So Helldivers 2 breakout success will not doubt encourage Sunny's to release more of its multiplayer focused video game on PC and PS5 at the same time. Currently, it continues to release its single player game on PS5 first before eventually making their way to PC. It may also encourage Sunny to consider releasing more games at a budget price, given Helldivers 2's success at $39.99. And also confirming this in a tweet, it says, as announced in the Sunny earnings call, we have sold over 12 million units. It's crazy to think that there are more Helldivers than there are Sweeties. What a massive achievement from everyone involved in realizing Helldivers 2. A massive thank you to the community for your support, passion, and dedication in the fight for democracy. All love. I think Helldivers 2 has overblown the expectations of players and just mind blown of the gameplay and experience and just everything involved. Just even the bugs can turn the game into like funny moments into like incredible experience for other players, and having like beyond hours and hours into this game and just grinding the hell out of this game and just earning everything just by playing the game. It is so fascinating to see this and seeing numbers grow, games beyond like Fortnite and like Apex and Battle Royale games, and seeing games like Helldivers 2 really, peak the concurrent players beyond what we expected is it's awesome. That's all I gotta say. It's awesome. And more about this article, the news seemed to have come as a surprise to even the game's own developers at Arrowhead's Studios. We have no idea what's going on. Johan Pilstedt said in response to a player on the game's Discord channel, most devs are on a bank holiday, and we just found out through the community. We want the game to be available worldwide. Oh, no, look, it doesn't end here. So Helldivers 2 PC escapes PSN account requirement, but Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer does not. Following Sunny's U-turn on Helldivers 2 PC account linking with PSN, the developer of Ghost of Tsushima has clarified how the upcoming PC version will work with Sunny's systems. Amid the backlash to Sunny's announcement that Helldivers 2 on PC would face Steam players to link their account to a PlayStation Network account to continue playing Ghost of Tsushima, developer Sucker Punch has told players that parts of the game on PC will require a PSN to play while other parts won't. In a series of tweets, Sucker Punch made it clear that a PSN account is required for Legends Online multiplayer mode, and to use the PlayStation overlay, it is not required to play the single player portion of Ghost of Tsushima. Like, the developers behind these titles just want people to play these games in peace, while PlayStation is like,
To be able to play our games on Steam, you must sign into our PlayStation network or you'll be locked behind it and you won't be able to play it at all. You must sign into our network to be able to play portions of this game.
the PC version of Ghost of Tsushima due out May 16th is the director's cut, and includes the Legends co-op multiplayer experience complete with cross-play between Windows PC, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5 alongside in-game voice chat. It is also the first PlayStation PC port from PlayStation Studios to use the new PlayStation overlay. This UI, which you can see in the image below, let users access their PlayStation profile, including their friends list and trophies, which that is completely insane. When Sony announces its controversial decision to re-enable PSN account linking with Helldivers 2 on Steam, it said it did so for players' safety and security. Account linking plays a critical role in protecting our players and upholding the values of safety and security provided on PlayStation and PlayStation Studios games. Sony said in its statement, "This is our main way to protect players from griefing and abuse by enabling the banning of players that engage in that type of behavior. It also allows those players that have been banned the right to appeal." Sony went on to make an exception for Helldivers 2, but it seems that the company's other first-party titles won't be so lucky. The difference here, of course, is that Sucker Punch and Sony have made the situation for Ghost of Tsushima clear ahead of release, so prospective customers can make a purchasing decision that they won't regret later. Much of the backlash Helldivers 2 move had to do with players being unaware they were already playing the game PSN free as part of the poorly communicated grace period, and that some players were faced with losing access to the game they already paid for because Sony was forcing PSN account linking in countries in which PSN was not supported. And that's why I said something about when you play different titles with like Apex or like Fortnite and other games that require you to sign into like a third party access to a website, it allows you to save the progress of your game and your friends list and like all the cosmetics that you earned in that game and use that as crossplay or cross progression. And if your main platform is Xbox, you can move to a PlayStation account and you have everything you have. Or you want to play PC, get a PC, log in, you have everything and all your friends list is there. So you don't have to like redo everything and reload up and pretty much redid everything that you did on your first console that you signed in with that specific game you played. So it's pretty crazy how this goes. So on that note, Sony now faces tough questions around the regions in which it plans to sell the PC port of Ghost Tsushima if the game goes on sale on Steam in a country in which PSN is not supported, which if PSN is banned or not supported in that specific country and it's required to sign into that account to play that game on Steam, they're going to be locked behind it and won't be able to play that game on Steam, which sucks. There are many of these will players in those countries face being locked out of portions of the game that require account linking. Are they being made aware they may miss out of legend modes, for example? So my final thoughts on this specific topic is it's actually insane to me as they reverse on Helldivers 2 PSN account requirement for Helldivers 2, and how is this going to work for future games as well with PlayStation games being on Steam? Did Helldivers 2 get away with this because they're like the most popular game on Steam, or did they actually get away with this because not getting away with it, but did they actually get PlayStation to reverse it because how big the player base is to actually reverse it? I don't know if this is the reason, but seeing this happening to PlayStation games being on Steam, and I think the issue is other countries will be locked out of signing into a PlayStation account because it's locked behind it, and it just that's the big issue there. So is PlayStation just going to continue you to sign into a PlayStation account while playing these exclusive games on Steam, or are they going to change it, or does Helldivers 2 get lucky? All right, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you never miss a video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.